broken my pinky toe for the second time in like 2 years. That's okay, I just wrapped it up in some tape and came on out here. Ow! Oh, I forgot! You guys are like the new Boris and Nicole. Look, don't they kind of remind you? You're like Boris and Nicole. What's her name? What does she do for a living? How long have you been with her?
Okay.
Welcome to the show. It's fun here at Wendy. Come on, follow me down the crazy trail. Okay, this is how desperate she is. Woman, do you need a cough drop? Here, I have an extra one. No, I do. I have an extra Halls. Here, Dougie. Just give her, yeah. You're coughing through Hot Topics. People around you are getting upset. Is that you coughing?
No.
Oh. Is that one of our guests? Does somebody need a Halls?
I think so.
There you go. Didn't mean to throw it. Sorry, they don't give the one on the floor. They actually go and get another one. Oh, God. There go Wendy throwing stuff at her guests. Shout out to all my Facebook fans and Facebook haters and Facebook family. I love you all. Clearly, we have an attraction to one another. You know what you're getting into when you walk into my jewel box. Sierra, and you know I love you. You know I love you, Sierra, but nobody cares about your music. Doesn't she have a new album or song out that nobody's talking about?
Really soon.
Nobody cares. But what they do care about, well, you're the only one who cares. You're the only one. So I was reading over the weekend, she thinks that she knows why people don't buy her music. Well, she says that she blames it on her too perfect image. Well, it's not that it's too perfect. I think that's the wrong word. I think that she's beige. Do you know what I'm like? Like, it's not that it's perfect, you know, Sierra. It's that we don't know you. I don't want to say boring, but you did. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm just here to state my case and then go back to Jersey. That's it. Future reposted a topless picture of Rihanna on his Instagram. Looking like she was smoking something suspicious as well. That's no way, by the way, Future, to treat your fourth baby's mother. Rihanna tweeted Sierra, I turned your man down last night. Thank you. Say thank you, B. Rihanna is a vicious mess. I think that Rihanna's a beautiful girl, but Rihanna's a whole lot of dangerous. She's the kind of girl that, you know, you might want to go out and, you know, let her have the sex with you, or you do her or whatever, but she's not the one that you're bringing home for Thanksgiving dinner. Dirty Rihanna. There she is. Remember, Tori and Dean were both married to other people. That's Charlie. He kind of looks like a bootleg Mario Lopez, right? Honey, Ray Charles can see that your cakes are fake. Is this a recent picture of them? Joe looks good. I mean, Joe looks better than I've seen him look in a while. Teresa, you look good too, but your husband, you know, he was looking a bit disheveled at one point. Oh, God, they're gonna love him in prison. I mean, I don't know how old he is. He gives me 38. He's in his 20s? 22? All right, I'm going home. I can't. Can we show a picture of Nene, not K. Michelle? Yes. We're talking about Nene. You all, come on now. Get on it up there in the control room. Anyway, so Nene, sorry that we never showed your picture. This is not my shade. Let's move along. All right. Excuse me?
We didn't have a picture of Nene in our system. I guess that's our shade. No, I'm kidding. No, we didn't.
As long as they've been on the air, we had no picture to show of Nene and Greg.
Sometimes we have to delete the files day to
Okay.
day.
Yeah, well... Paris Hilton's brother, you need to go to jail. And yes, I'm judging. Because Conrad, young man, what you have done is despicable and horrible. I'm gonna tell you what he did, but you know I like a dramatic build-up. Okay, well, what happened was... I hate when the kids say that. He was arrested for going berserk on an airplane flight. He threatened to kill the flight crew. He called passengers peasants. Then he goes in the bathroom and smokes not just a cigarette, but a bone. And then, you know what he did? He used toilet tissue to put, and moistened it to put over the ringer. Well, that shows he didn't spend a day in college, because in college you learn. In college you learn to take the battery out and wet a bath towel and put it at the door. He finally fell asleep. Listen. And when he fell asleep, the stewardesses all got together and restrained him. Can you imagine being trapped in a plane with a madman? I mean, other than Kim, a lot of us don't know that experience. Demi Lovato is used to being asked for an autograph. She is a celebrity, but not in the way where she's got her feet in the stirrups at the doctor's office and right in the middle of the exam. I would fire the doctor right there with my feet in the stirrup. I'd be like, pull that, clamp it out. That's it. You know. Okay, this is the weirdest place I've ever gotten it. In the bathroom. You know, with like, at the airport. So, you know, there's like 18 stalls every place. All right, this is not TMI because we've already talked so much that, what's one more thing? When I go to the bathroom, it has to be totally silent so I can concentrate and get out. I can't talk. I can't. You know, whether it's number one or number two, it's gotta be silent, you know? So the idea that I'm like this, and I see a Sharpie and a piece of paper coming under, and somebody saying, how you doing? I'm just like, I'll show you how I'm doing. I'm playing. Remember in January, Ludacris won full custody of his 15-month-old break baby. Now, the break baby was with his high school sweetheart. So they've known each other, his high school sweetheart. Apparently, he and Adoxy broke up, and the girl got pregnant. Ludacris won full-time custody of their child that they have together. So now he'll have 2 children, and Adoxy will be forced to love them equally. Sometimes it's hard for a woman to love a break baby. You know what I mean? Every time you look at the baby. It's not right because kids don't be asked to be put in situations, but you know, if you're only human and you see your child there that you had here, and then you see this break baby over there, and you could only rescue one. Just playing. I'm playing. So this morning I was reading the New York Times. There's an op-ed piece Angelina Jolie wrote, and it revealed that she has removed her ovaries. I think this is one of the... you know, we say a lot of things about Angelina Jolie, and we will continue to, but one thing that I must say is that she is extremely brave. Oh, but the downside? Full-blown menopause at 39. Which means dry. Isn't it just ironic how the woman with the whips and chains and the vial of blood and the dominatrix sex life is now, well, God has a funny way of playing tricks on us, doesn't he? You can take hormones. The thing about taking hormones is that it might produce that tuft of hair between your breasts. I'm very skeptical about hormones and tofu. Because, well, because both produce things. You ever meet somebody with the tuft of hair? No. Maybe someone in the audience has it. What about a woman with this hair right here? I mean, it happens. This is the Say It Like You Mean It show. We embrace one another and our tics. This is the one place, my little jewel box, where let your freak flag fly. Be who you are. This is a pretty liberal audience.
Yes, our audience likes to, you know, get it in.
That's exactly, Suzanne. Drew Barrymore, who had her baby with her husband, Will Koppelman, and Drew is struggling to lose her weight. If Will, who clearly did not gain any weight, you know, a lot of times our men gain weight with us, so it's a family effort to lose the baby weight. But clearly Will didn't gain any weight, but I'm sure that they live in some big compound with at least 4 refrigerators. I mean, growing up in Jersey, you know, we had 2 refrigerators. We had the one in the kitchen, and then of course there's a refrigerator in the basement. And some people, like just regular people like us, have 3, because then you have that deep freezer where you put your husband's body after you kill him, right? You know, the Women's March is no longer a march. I know that there are men watching, but let me talk to my girls. Although, men, you can support us if you'd like. Not that we need you. It's not going to be a march. It's going to be a day where we don't participate in anything. A day without women. So I'm confused. Excuse me, Brendan. Over there clapping. He's over there clapping. How dare you? I knew I was going to be a success when I found my independent strength. Get out. Get out. Okay. All right, so back to the action. You know, they don't make tissues like they used to. You know the tissues with the lotion and all the softness? Like, I don't like that stuff, because now when I'm drying my tears, I got lotion in my eyes. I can't even say, what is the next story? I can't even see. What is the next story? Oh. Honestly, New Yorkers are outraged at Taylor Swift, and so am I. I'll tell you why, and then you'll be pissed too. Even if you're not from New York, I'll explain. She was just named New York City's Global Welcome Ambassador.
Houston Street, most commonly confused with the pronunciation Houston Street. When you get here and you see the sign, you'll think, oh, Houston, Texas, Houston Street.
First of all, she was born in Pennsylvania and grew up in Tennessee. No disrespect, I'm just calling it the way I see it. She's only lived in our city for 6 months. What makes her a know-it-all? Why her, Taylor Swift? Why her? She's been here for 6 months. Taylor Swift does not embody New York to me. Clap if you think that it's great, though, that she's doing this. If it's great. Clap if you're pissed. Okay, now listen. I'm sorry to make you upset, but something has happened to D'Angelo. Well, put the picture up and I'll show you what happened. Houston, we have a problem. Did you watch Dancing with the Stars last night? No. The season is almost done. Here's a picture of me on Dancing with the Stars with my partner, Tony Dovolani. I was 30 pounds heavier, and if I was 30 pounds lighter like I am today, I still would have been sent home second. Tony is not a bad-looking man, but Tony's got a lovely wife, and he's got children, and there was just no chemistry like that. That's Tone. You know it. How you doing?
You probably had personal issues with the judges, didn't you?
Of course. Of course.
What was your lowest score?
I don't recall.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Honestly, I have to look on my tote board. Oh, you remember it?
Oh, someone else. Oh, really?
How dare you?
Wait a minute. Let's go to the salt in the wound section of the audience.
Are you still voting for Derek?
Of course, always.
Yeah.
I'm Team Derek all the time.
Do you?
I wish I could go back.
You do?
Yes. I loved it. It was so awesome.
Wow, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
She did get her first 10 last night. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to save her, so she was eliminated at the end of the show. I know she was happy. Oh, not all. You mean, yay, I got my life back. I hated doing Dancing with the Stars, in case you haven't heard. Listen, take a look.
Let's do it.
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
I know you. Because I can read your mind through the TV, I told you. That whole bare feet thing, though. I didn't know that you could do that. They see me hobbling around. You would think somebody would say, Wendy, you can take off your shoes and just dance like that. I would have been like, yes. Let's talk about Kim K. The Kardashians. I'm going to tell you why this is a good story, because Ray J's involved. You know I've got love for Ray J. You miss that, don't you? Ray J usually makes $30,000 a month from the sex tape that he and Kim made back in 2007. Yes! Since the paper magazine came out with all those pictures and then Kim showing everything, the sales for the sex tape have spiked. And now in 1 week, he made $50,000 off the sex tape. Now, in the whole world, Kim and Ray J are #1 sex tape sales, and she's, you know, the #1 girl on the internet or whatever. Nice legacy for your daughter. Here's a pile of money right here. Hey, Mommy! Yay! Ray J, why don't you and Kim make a sequel? I'm sure it'd be okay with Kanye. He'd probably love to sit in the corner and watch and direct. This is not even artistic. It's just, ta-da! She came to light by doing a sex tape. I thought that she was working hard to remove herself from how we originally found her. You know, booty up, face down, with Ray J. But in fact, what she's now done is she's all reminded us that she has slorish ways and that she is a cheap $3 bill. What Kanye needs to do as a man, and stop being a diva, Kanye, what he needs to do, you need to pose as a man and speak to your wife.
Oh, yes, honey.
Next. Courtney, you have no storyline, you are beige paint. Courtney's a mom, and Scott made you relevant. So when Scott and you divorce, you won't count on the show unless your mom writes you a new storyline. Chris may have a scheme, though. I'm thinking, what does a scheming, evil woman do? I believe that she has it in her to offer him a spin-off show, even though he stabbed her daughter in the heart, but that's how evil does with Chris. However, I feel like Courtney needs to get up in her mother's face, take her down on the mat, and let her know, you don't do that. If he gets a spin-off show, It'll be the worst thing ever. And for those of you who don't think that she's evil, well, if you don't see it, then you need a new pair of glasses. But I can tell you one thing right now. If she gives him, if Chris, the mother, gives Scott a spinoff, that'd be the worst thing ever in defiance of family and your daughters. Next, these two. Remember when they were really young? But we kind of knew how things were going to go when we saw them pole dancing in Chris's bedroom, remember? What is that lip thing? She must hang out with Chloe a lot. I don't recall those lips prior to this picture. All right, let's move on to the other ones. Oh, exactly. Sad. All in all, I do think, even though there was shade in the story, I do. This is our show, though. That's what we do. Some of you might think that this is a seedy little show. And yes, we could be a sloppy, hot mess, but it comes from the place of a heart. Khloe Kardashian wants to keep up with her sister. She wants to pose nude for Playboy. I don't think that she needs to do this. I mean, clearly, Khloe's got a reasonable body. Well, you really don't need to show us, number one. Number two, you want to see? How you doing? Girl. If you watch the after show, you see sometimes I come to work, I have on a Catholic school kilt skirt and a t-shirt tied up. Thank you, lady. How you doing? She said, you got nice legs. How you doing? Yeah, clearly, how you doing? And by the way, my how you doing is not the same as Joey Tribbiani's how you doing. So let's not even talk about it. In my mind and yours, I'm the how you doing lady, and that's the way I like it. How you doing? Okay?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? The inflection's different. Does it mean the same thing?
Well, what does yours mean?
The official greeting of the Wendy Show.
I know what you're trying to do. I got you.
Excuse me? How you doing?
안녕하세요.
And that. You say what, sir? How you doing?
Yeah.
Good.
Amadeus, how you doing?
How you doing?
Fine.
How you doing? Love you, Kanye. A mess.
Wow.
How you doing? 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 Can they put salmon in the salad as well? It'll just be a fish party. How I'm doing? Don't forget to comment on my beehive. I only wear it for you. How you doing? Bye.